What would happen if the Earth and Moon collided? If the Earth and the Moon were ever to collide, it would be one of the most catastrophic events in the history of our solar system. Let's understand step by step what would actually happen according to science. 1. Size and distance diameter of Earth. About 12,742 kilometers diameter of the Moon. About 3,474 kilometers average distance between them. About 384,400 kilometers. If the Moon somehow started moving closer to Earth, gravitational forces would begin to cause extreme effects long before the actual impact. 2. Before the collision. As the Moon gets closer, massive tides would rise hundreds of meters high, flooding and destroying coastal regions. Volcanoes all over the world would begin to erupt due to stress on Earth's crust. Mega earthquakes far beyond 12 on the Richter scale would shake the planet. Earth's rotation, orbit, and tilt would all become unstable. 3. The moment of impact. When the Moon finally crashes into Earth, the impact speed would be around 10 to 11 kilometers per second, about 40,000 kilometers per hour. The energy released would be equal to trillions of atomic bombs. Both the Moon and a large portion of Earth's crust would melt instantly. Molten rock and debris would fill the atmosphere. The entire surface of Earth would be scorched and oceans would boil away. 4. After the collision. The Earth's surface temperature would reach thousands of degrees Celsius. The atmosphere would be filled with dust and vaporized rock, blocking sunlight for many years. All life on Earth would be wiped out completely. Some scientists believe the debris could form a new planet or a ringed Earth, similar to Saturn. 5. It happened once before. According to scientific theory, about 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized object called Theia collided with the early Earth. And that collision created our Moon. If such a collision happened again, it could create a new Earth and a new Moon, but everything that exists now would be destroyed. After the Moon-Earth collision, when could humans live on Earth again? Immediately. After the collision, both the Earth and Moon would turn into a molten ocean of fire. The temperature would rise to thousands of degrees Celsius. The atmosphere would be filled with dust, rocks, and toxic gases. Sunlight would be completely blocked for many years. All forms of life, plants, and oceans would be destroyed. In this stage, no living organism could possibly survive. 1. How long would it take for Earth to cool down? Scientists estimate it would take at least 1 to 5 million years for Earth to cool down enough to form a solid crust again. The toxic gases and ash in the atmosphere would take millions of years to clear. Only after that could a new atmosphere and liquid water start forming again. 2. When could life begin? Again? Once Earth becomes stable and water returns, microbial life, bacteria, or tiny organisms, could appear first. This process might take about 100 million years after the collision. Gradually, over billions of years, more complex life could evolve again. Plants, animals, and perhaps even human-like beings in a completely new form. 3. Could current humans ever return? If humans somehow survived elsewhere, for example on Mars or another planet, they might return to Earth millions of years later, but by then, Earth would be a completely different world, with new continents, oceans, and an entirely new ecosystem.